Hey everybody, what is up? I am your host Chris, K-R-I-S, and I have been tagged by an Antagonist Fury to do a kind of question-error video. It's been going around on the YouTube community for a little bit among vloggers, and I said sure, why not? I've done this way back when in the past, as these type of videos are dead old, and I don't know, it's kind of a nostalgia run for me, so let's get into it. Question 1. How long have I been doing YouTube? I started my YouTube account in either late July or very early August 2007, with my first YouTube video being a Christina Aguilera lyric music video to Naughty Nasty Boy, I think it was called. I was brand new to YouTube, I was brand new to the internet, I didn't know anything about it, didn't hear of YouTube until I made the account, and had no idea about the copyright laws, or that Google had just bought YouTube. And at this point in time, Google was in like hardcore delete everything mode. I don't know if anybody watching was around back then, but basically as bad as you think it is now, it was a million times worse at that point in time, because YouTube channels didn't have their own like representatives from like Rihanna didn't have her YouTube channel with all her music on it. Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, whatever you listen to, they didn't have that, so it was left to the users to upload everything. And once Google bought it, they deleted it all. And it's also interesting because at that point in time, I was the only channel that I could find, at least, on the entire site that had Green Day's Holiday music video that had loud quality, high resolution, which was probably like 360p at the time, and uncensored lyrics on the entire site. And I used to get so many comments saying, oh my god, I can't believe you uploaded this, and it was such a really cool moment. But yeah, the first video I ever uploaded, Christina Aguilera's Dirty Nasty Boy, Naughty Nasty Boy lyrics. I didn't even have the lyrics on screen, it was just pictures, really raunchy pictures. It got about 6,000 views in 6 months or 3 months, and then it ended up getting deleted because of the copyright. And that was kind of when I stopped uploading music videos and stuff, and went on to making vlogs. What's also interesting about that is I ended up getting a stalker because of that. Some Green Day fan ended up talking to me in the comments section, which was really cool. And after a while, one day she just flipped out. No sign of anything. I had a theory that it was because I started uploading my own videos at that point and she didn't like it, and she started stalking me. She was hunting me down on every website she could find. I eventually found out it was a 40-year-old woman in Dublin with major issues, who used to talk to her sister on a different account, and I'm pretty sure it was her because the same spelling errors and weird capitalization of words. So I'd be like looking at her account without saying anything, like sneaking about, and she'd be like talking back and forth to the different accounts as if it's two different people. I ended up having to tell her that I was going to call the cops and she backed off after that. About a week later, after like maybe 6 months of this, her accounts were all deleted and I never seen her again. It was a odd time, but yeah. So that was my first video, Christina Aguilera, and my first little experience on YouTube. The second question is, how many videos are on my YouTube channel? I think the last one I looked at was 935. I've deleted maybe about 5 videos over the course of time. They ranged from just really just standalone videos I wasn't happy with, and nobody watched or missed, so I just deleted them. You probably didn't even notice it because, again, nobody ever looked at them. But right now, about 935. That number would be so much higher, but when I started making gaming videos, I had a bad internet connection. Well, I wouldn't say bad, just a crap one. And it would take me about 8 hours, 7-8 hours to upload a 20-minute video in 720p. I would have it uploading overnight on my laptop, and hope to God every morning that when I woke up the net didn't fail while I was asleep, which was rare, but it did occasionally happen. And when that did happen, I wouldn't have a video to upload that day. I also had a hardware error around the end of 2014 that put me out of commission for about a year. I was able to upload videos for most of that year, but they were so random and so inconsistent that it was like I wasn't uploading anything at all. I was lucky that at that point I was uploading the game Tenchu 3, which is a mission-based game and not a solid 18-hour long story like, say, The Last of Us. So I just needed to make sure I could get 20 minutes of recording done, and then if that came out okay, I'd have a video, so maybe about 2 videos a week. But that prolonged how long it would take to finish that playthrough, as well as Resident Evil Remake Chris. And I ended up spending most of the year playing just those 2 games, and then I had a 4-month span of uploading nothing because my computer completely broke down. And when I came back, I ended up finishing those playthroughs really quick and have been on a roll ever since. But yeah, I would probably have about 1,200 videos if I didn't have those errors preventing me from uploading for such a while. Question 3. What has been my favorite video to upload? As somebody that does Let's Plays, it's a difficult question to answer because it's not a single video. It is a long span of like 20 episodes from one game, sometimes more. And it's difficult to narrow down because of that what part is my favorite. I have favorite moments, but they usually range from maybe 30-second gaps between a 25-minute video that I didn't really care about because something just didn't happen that I would consider interesting but needed to be in there because it progresses the game. Like maybe I spent 20 minutes stuck on a puzzle, or I was just running away, or maybe it was a boss fight or something. But my favorite video overall, if I had to choose a single one, it's no longer my favorite. I don't really have one right now, but my favorite video for the longest time was Tenchu Stealth Assassins Mission 10 with Ricky Maru. I ended up, it's a mess of a video. I ended up getting spotted by all the enemies on the map and fighting my way through to the first boss, Onikage, where I had a very clutch, slim victory over him. It was an amazing experience. And then I made it to the last boss and I died very tragically. And what's interesting about that is I turned the game off, but even though I saved, it didn't work because apparently I didn't have the emulator that I was using, didn't have the memory card plugins, and the save, even though it said it saved, didn't actually save. And that was tragic because the next day when I went back to play that level again, the entire game wasn't there. The Tenchu 1 playthrough is from episode 1 all the way to the very end of that game, minus the retry, the round 2 against the final boss, was recorded in a span of 4 hours in one single night. And I had to replay the entire game again the next day to get back to that final level, which was a major pain. I was so burned out and not interested in playing it again. And to get it even worse, I knew I wasn't going to be able to save, so the idea was to play to the end of the game, then just start recording, which sounds good in theory. But whatever was happening with the emulator, my microphone, which is this exact microphone here, just didn't want to activate when I plugged it in with the emulator on. So I had to use a different lower quality mic that goes into the jack to get it working. So that's why in the second round against the last boss, the microphone quality sounds different, because not only is it a different microphone, it didn't stay on my ears when I opened my mouth to speak, it kept falling off. So the microphone is around my neck with the mic hanging up in the air like that. And I turned the recorder off 20 seconds before the final results screen, forgetting that I'm going to get a rank. And for the first time ever, I got the highest rank in the game on the final level, and I didn't record it. So that was a major mess of a video, and I absolutely loved it. Tenchu Mission 10 Ricky Maru 2011. So yeah, great memory. Question 4 is, who is my favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber when I first started making videos ever, or that inspired me to make videos, I don't watch him anymore, haven't watched him about 5 years, was What the Buck of WHATTHEBUCKSHOW, Michael Buckley. He was and still is a celebrity vlogger. He basically reports on celebrity news, and I used to love watching him. He was so confident and mean and hilarious, and fabulous in so many ways. And watching him really inspired me and gave me the drive to make my own content. But he was the initial starting point for me to go, hey, I want to make these videos too. But as I said, I don't watch him anymore, and since I started making gaming content, I don't really watch anybody anymore. Right now, I only consistently watch Achievement Hunter, as well as a few podcasts, video podcasts in Rooster Teeth, Kind of Funny Games, very, very rarely Funhouse, and that's about it. I usually have those playing while I am exercising, because even though I'm slim, yeah, I'm 27 and weight just piles on, so I have to make sure to eat right and do a lot of sit-ups just to stay in the shape I was 5 years ago, which is a pain. And as much as some people try to be edgy and hate on him, PewDiePie's content over the last few months has been tremendous. His Hunt for Gyarados video is hilarious and far surpasses anything I could do. I plan or would love to get a actual webcam, or not webcam but recorder, to go out into the world, maybe walk down to the lake and do some live vlogs down there in the future. But yeah, PewDiePie, you can hate on him all you want, you can hate on his style all you want, but at the end of the day, man, he makes some really good vlogs. And especially if you are involved in the YouTube community, you make content or you keep up with some of the news and drama that happens, his satire and opinions on it is always pretty hilarious too. So those people occasionally, yeah, they're the ones I watch, but it's pretty infrequent. Mine is Achievement Hunter, whom I just really watch when I'm making dinner or eating dinner. So yeah, they're the favorite YouTubers of me. Question 5 is, pick a YouTuber I would collaborate with. Personally, I feel like I am ready to start making some live commentary with a couple of you guys that I know from my comment section and my live streams. I want to do some Left 4 Dead with everybody. So if you play Left 4 Dead and you watch my videos, just go over on Twitch someday and just join me. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe some Rocket League and whatever else we can play together. I think that'd be a good starting point. But as for making an actual YouTube video with somebody else, that would be very difficult for me mentally to sit through. And then there's the whole point of it being a business venture, as well as just trying to create a friendship, because when you do collaborations are the best way to grow on YouTube. And I feel if I did collaborations all this time, I would have 4 times, 5 times the amount of views and subscribers that I have, and I'm very aware of that. I just can't get that part of me out there. Maybe someday in the future, but it'd be very difficult and awkward to actually do. If I had to choose somebody, because it is a business venture, it would be all about business, I'd just choose like PewDiePie or Markiplier. I don't watch his content at all. Or somebody out there with like millions and millions of subscribers, so would make the content and hopefully I'd get a lot of subscribers out of it. It's a very cold, it's a very distant and very a corporate way of saying that, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And growing a YouTube channel, if you are serious about it like me, you need to do choices like that and not just make videos with your friends, which I would also love to do, but I don't have a microphone right now that allows me to do co-op commentary with good audio. But sometimes in the future that's going to happen, and that's going to be great. I'd like to get to a point where I could make collaborations with you guys. Some of you, I don't care about subscribers as much as I sound like I did a second ago. I don't care if you have 5,000 subscribers, 100,000 or 70,000. If I like you and I see that you are uploading occasionally, maybe several times a week if you're a Let's Player, or if you make other type of content, it is on a consistent basis, you know, so I know that you actually care about YouTube, because I get comments all the time, hey Chris, could you give me tips on how to grow a channel, could you give me tips on video quality and stuff like that, and I roll my eyes because so often that I get these questions, I give out a really long, great response, and then I look at their channel a month later, they've uploaded 2 videos, didn't see that they got 1 million subscribers straight away and gave up. So if I seen that you have like 600 videos in the span of 2 years, I'm like, dude, let's make a video together. So subscribers don't really matter in that regard. Just show that you have passion and that you are committed. Sometime in the future, collaboration with somebody, no matter who, yeah, I could see it happening. It could be fun. But for now, I'll stick to solo and maybe some live stream fun with the community that watches me.